All right, 210 Boxing TV here with Coach Rich Barrientes and the Barrientes Twins, Angel and Chavez. So y'all been getting in some work with Tank, preparing him, with Tank Davis, preparing him for the fight with Ryan Garcia, April 22nd. You had a little sparring stories they were telling me that was pretty funny. Can you break it down for me, Rich?
Oh yeah, no, we were sparring him, and I think it was like a week or two ago, and he has a couple other guys that he's working with, not just only them, a couple of bigger guys, you know, similar in style to Ryan, you know, a little bit busy, but like I told you before in the other interview, like we've seen him in there stop a couple guys, you know, and we see him, you know, get people in trouble, and he's really a closer, you know, he closes the show. One of the last times we were sparring, he caught the guy with a good shot, and you know, you got to think about it. These guys got to get in after that, you know. So he catches the guy with a good shot, and then he asks the guy if he's all right. The guy nods his head, and then Tank catches him with like this crazy overhand left, you know. It's like he doesn't have no like off switch, you know. Tank is like he just when he's in that mode, he just goes.
No mercy.
No mercy, man. It's like
he really is a killer.
Yeah, he definitely has that switch, you know, where he can turn it on, you know, when he has to. So these guys have to jump in the ring after the, you know, they see somebody get hurt or get stopped, and then they're like, all right, you guys are next. And then these guys got to get in the ring with him, you know. So it's crazy. Just you know, you got to be mentally ready to get in the ring after you see somebody get stopped, you know.
Talk about how sparring Tank. How's he looking right now, and what is it like?
Yeah, no, he's sharp right now. He's real fast and explosive. You know, a lot of people think that he's just gonna walk you down, hit you one shot, but he's a good boxer too. So, on top of his power, he thinks in there. So, I think it's gonna be a good fight. I got Tank. Yeah, what my brother said, he's an overall great boxer, puncher. You know, it's great to be in the ring with one of the best pound for pound in the world right now.
What's hard about him? Is it hard to set him up? Like, you got to use all the feints, you got to use all the kind of tricks to get him to fall for stuff?
I mean, he's one of the best in the world right now, so, you know, he's going to be great overall. So, anything you do, he got to counter for it. So, he's real smart. Yeah, he's a smart fighter. Like, if you catch him with one thing, then it's going to be hard to catch him with it again.
Like, he doesn't fall for the same thing twice?
Yeah, he's smart. He's smarter than a lot of people think he is, so, yeah, he's good.
Coach, what do you see? You said that Ryan's not just going to be able to get in there, land his shots. What do you see that Ryan has to do to get off on Tank? Like you were saying, you got to use all the feints. What do you got to do to get off on Tank?
You know what? You just got to be unpredictable, you know, because like he said, there's been a couple times these guys caught him with some decent shots, but then it's hard to go back and catch him with that same shot again, you know. His feet are really good. You know, it's crazy how small he is, you know, because these guys look huge compared to him, you know, but his ability to use his feet, and he uses distance well, you know. Overall, I think he's not a dumb fighter, you know. You know, a lot of guys that are short, they think that because they're short, they got to be the aggressor.
They have to pressure.
They got to be the guy that pushes the pace of the fight. Tank is kind of the opposite, you know. He's using the IQ to like set you up, and he's just a thinker, bro. He's just a thinker, you know. He fights like a tall fighter, you know, where he uses traps. He uses his feet a lot to try to set traps, you know. It just overall, man, he's just a smart fighter. I think just a lot of people underestimate his ring IQ.
How do you see the fight playing out with Ryan and Tank?
Since I've been in the ring with them, I think Tank, you know, I think he's been the more active fighter in the past couple of years, and then his IQ, I think he got way more experience, and then on top of that, his IQ is very smart.
You think a stoppage or their decision?
I mean, I predict a stoppage. I honestly do, but even a decision, he can play it smart and go decision. Yeah, same. I think if not by decision, late stoppage, because I think he's gonna fill him out, but towards the end, I think Tank's gonna put the pressure.
Do you feel like Tank just has too much tools in his arsenal, like he can, with the power or the boxing, like he can win either way?
Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like what I've seen in the ring versus Ryan and Tank, I think that Tank got more abilities in the ring to like get the job done, you know? Yeah.
And Rich, what was that punch like, man? When he threw that left, when he said, "Are you good?" What was it like?
It was just like no mercy. Like he didn't give a fuck, you know. He just like like he didn't care, you know, just like, and you know, I know a lot of people that's been in his camps before and stuff, and even with my sons being young and them only fighting at 122, I mean, these guys walk around at pretty much what Tank's gonna fight at, you know. So I've had a lot of people call me up and say, hey man, you know, Tank doesn't really know how to work. Tank, you know, once he's in the ring, he kind of just turns kill mode, you know.
Into an animal.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I think just, you know, he's different, bro. You know. I mean, hopefully, you know, these guys are really with their IQ and stuff, they grow into like being able to have that switch too, where they can just turn it on and finish guys, you know. Because at the end of the day, man, boxing is all about entertainment, you know. And you know, not only you can't just please the boxing fans, you gotta please the general public. And I think that's what everybody likes about Tank. He can close the show, you know. And there's some big backflips off the top ring and stuff like that. He's a showman, you know. So at the end of the day, I hope these guys take a little bit from him and, you know, be able to close the show when the time comes.
All right, thanks so much, man. I appreciate you.